Hi everyone, how are you? It is finally time for the new Archon Quest. We are going straight
I've
into
faced
it.
many opponents.
The key that unlocks fate.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
No?
Oh hey, Coach Yan-san! What are you doing here all by yourself? Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Oh, is this the new voice for Paimon? I actually kinda like it.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do.
Sure.
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Rather than training, that sounds more like helping you out.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you.
I was just reminiscing how many times I've crammed up last-minute studies for exams. The exams went well, if you're asking, but do I remember anything from them? That's a different question.
But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
That look at Paimon was so adorable.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
You can do it, Paimon. Just try it.
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Alright, I'll do it for you, Paimon, or alright, coach, we'll help you out.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
Of course.
That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing! Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Okay, so the whole quest starts pretty mild. We just need to patrol around, and who are we going to find out? Well, he was on the banner for this version, so I think you can guess who I'm thinking of.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? We should go take a look, right? Seems like a thing to do on a patrol.
I don't think there was a cave here. I don't remember if I've ever been in exactly this place. But I don't think so.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
What is that on the floor next to it? Like, this is its club, but this thing?
Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up!
Oh. Run,
Huh?
run.
It ran away! Oh, guess our reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Oh, poor hilichurls. They don't want to mess with anyone to begin with, but they're kinda riled up by the abyss mages and so on. There is something on the ground. That's what I said.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that Hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. Yes. I mean, we knew this was coming from the trailer, but literal goosebumps.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound. Where? It's the second. That's not in our backpack. Where is she keeping it exactly? Please share it with me.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
There are only two of these. One belongs to me, and the other to my brother.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Oh, wait, no. Descender.
How did... I wonder... Did either... I mean the beast sibling, whoever you've chosen, did he/she drop and kinda lose it without noticing? Or did someone take it from him and eventually lost it himself? Or is it put here on purpose? It's very interesting.
But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here?
I used so many words to say exactly what Paimon said now.
The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here, then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it.
That's what I said.
If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well. I'm not sure that's true. I mean, possibly. But maybe he lost it long ago. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Anson's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your brother. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Anson?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
That's literally, like, checking this cave was the one and only thing we did, but, thank you.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Huh? Why?
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
Huh? Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Ether is on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with him in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale.
What? Such a... Sure. Oh, okay.
It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Well, they've tried to do that with Mondstadt. I guess Mondstadt is much smaller. Okay, I'll accept it.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe. But that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to.
I wonder if they're after some kind of dragon tech with the volcano so close by.
Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order.
Great! Then let's head over together.
A space and time for you, yes! Oh, I didn't catch it. Ooh. Key to the hibernation chamber. On that ship that traversed the Sea of Stars, there should be only 2 keys belonging to the golden-haired traveling twins. Ah, what is the origin of the twins? Were they escaping? They say that they were traveling from world to world. But I have my suspicions about that. I mean, there are many things. I have a suspicion whether that is true or not. There are many possibilities for what it would be if it is not what they say it was, like just traveling from world to world. But I don't know which of my possibilities I am most inclined to. But I do think that there was a lie somewhere in there.
Mawika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Ian-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
A bit of a different wording, but okay.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Honestly, I sometimes forget that the Abyss and the Abyss Order are a bit different things. And yes, they're different. I'm not saying they're not. But what I'm trying to say is that what does Mawika care that the Abyss Order is acting up? They survived the Abyss. They survived a huge invasion. I personally... they survived it. Why is she so scared of some Abyss Order people? Even if they're more than usual, you know, Natlan should be able to deal with it, no? Actually, by the way they are portraying Mawika, shouldn't she be able to deal with it all by herself?
Could it be... revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
I think that's very weird. I mean, the Abyss Order seems like an organization that is just kind of using the Abyss's power, but would they really have like feelings? Oh, my poor little Abyss, it got destroyed, I have to take revenge.
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
That's what I said.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Okay. At least they're consistent. I personally was not super happy about how they handled the whole Natlan thing, but at least now they're consistent with it. You know, Natlan was amazing against the Abyss and the whole war thing that happened, and now they're like, yeah, we don't really need you. You can just stay here doing nothing. Not that we want to do nothing, but at least for consistency reasons, I like this. No, this one is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
The current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed.
By the way, the previous line of Paimon with the little trembling in the voice, I loved it. It was so awesome. I really like this voice.
If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
I can't believe they managed to sum Genshin's story for the past I don't know how many years in these two sentences.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
I agree.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind.
Oh, I thought they were going after Jansson's Collective of Plenty. Because, I mean, it would have made sense with the whole dragon tech that's lying around in the volcano, but Masters of the Night Wind. Are they going after a story that is recorded there?
If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Sounds great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
Ooh, we can talk more.
And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done.
That's the minimum I expect. Really, there are many people in the real world who blame you for something that someone else has done, not even your sibling, maybe your classmates, and it's one of the worst things ever, so thank you.
Still, if we manage to find your brother, you wouldn't mind if I gave him a good punch to teach him a lesson, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Okay. I don't want to attack the poor mom and child. Please don't notice me. Play with your little one, and I just have to come here.
Look, it's Eulalie.
Huh, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Are you here to reinforce us?
Yes.
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Lolly out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something?
They should want something from you.
The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
I can understand her so well.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Oh.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
If I'm glad I'm not... I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I were him, I'd have changed that name long ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order?
Yep.
I only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far?
No.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming. Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
Look how awesome this is. I love it.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
What's with all these shots? It's so good.
Phew. Much better. That's more like it.
It's a very weird looking branch down there.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
Not really.
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
Okay.
Forward! Crush them!
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! This order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance! Warriors, attack! After them!
Warriors, if you keep up, it would be nice, but it's not needed. You can just stay behind. Don't worry. I got this.
The boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Nightwind!
This is the Abyss will pay the price!
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh! The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind.
Of course, of course.
Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
I still think they're searching for something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
Is it possible that they're searching for the key that we found? No, that has to be bait.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So, we're no wiser as to the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If I could only get Ether to talk to me, I could get answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that, but you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Yansan and St. Lolly are waiting for us.
Are they waiting for us just for some feast? It's not like we're in a rush.
Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by?
I don't think so.
Seems kinda ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Is it possible that Dainslief had the key and he's the one who lost it? Wait, what?
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me!
I completely forgot that there is this woman from the trailer.
Oh, who are you? What happened?
No, now isn't the time.
Did you recognize us?
Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You've come to the right person, but where are these monsters you speak of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
I'm not.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
But I really don't see anything. Where do you intend to run to?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Ugh.
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Let me help you up first. Huh? Suddenly I can see them.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry, I'll take care of them now.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Ooh, that savior title in the quest list was like we are not really a savior.
Savior? You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
I don't understand. She's definitely from Candria. I mean, look at her eyes. She's probably from the past, and maybe these monsters are also from the past. That's why she's the only one who can see them, but why can't we see her? Let's try it one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters.
Sure.
Why is she afraid? What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, and also I don't believe this.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Dainslief. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters, as long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
You know, this is not the first time we see the Traveler and Paimon with these kinds of imagined selves. And that does seem to kind of point to the fact that we can't really trust anything into that. But that would have made us more monsters than the monsters. I'd never do something so horrendous.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
There is a cave nearby. Why don't we rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Phew, thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Dainslief?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the Savior is gonna be easy.
She's out specifically to find the Savior?
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
She's looking for Ether. For the Abyss sibling.
Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
I wonder... did they believe that Ether was their savior back in Canaria, and he actually wasn't? Because we know that Canaria ends up destroyed, right? And now just the memory of this girl lives on, desperately trying to find the savior when it's already too late. And she's probably here because the ley lines were... Like, the whole situation with ley lines in Natlan is very complicated. But probably because of everything that happened with Capitano and, you know, the whole nature of Natlan's ley lines, she kinda slipped through, going far, far away from her village, already as a ghost or a memory, and finally finding me, even though I was not really the savior at the time. Who knows? Based on the trailer, we know that Ether doesn't want to miss meeting with us 500 years ago, so maybe we are heading to 500 years ago, and maybe we are going to be the real saviors.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young man.
Yes, she was searching for Ether.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
I think I know who it is. There is someone out there who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Who? Who is it?
My brother.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see him?
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
I don't think he'll be the savior you want him to be. Have you always believed that Doomsday will come? Have you always believed that the savior will come? I want to see the first one. I mean, she already talked about there is a prophecy that the savior will come, so I want to see more about Doomsday.
Yes, everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Do you really buy this whole Doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. She could be deceived herself, though. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What?
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
How am I supposed to respond to that? Exactly.
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the savior in the meantime, please Please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I don't think Memories needs to eat, but
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
All right then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
we're really going to leave her there? What?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need some time to myself.
Is she the Hilichurl that we saw in the beginning? She is suspicious. I don't think she's a bad person, but there is obviously something happening with her. She has to be some kind of memory or ghost. Something that is a reflection of what happened to the ley lines around here.
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid. Yes, unfortunately.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Well, since you asked, this is technically my sibling's fault, so...
Great. Thanks, you two.
Wow! Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Okay, of course I do.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Okay. Oh, I feel so awkward in these situations.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
It seems suspicious, though. Could this be related to their true objective? Could they be using the Loom of Fate to do something?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this, like, a meet and greet?
I hope not.
I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Oh, I'm so grateful I'm not really the traveler.
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Uh-huh.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
I don't think so.
May I challenge you to a fight?
Of course, of course.
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's a fair request. Okay, let's fight.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us.
So we don't really fight with him.
I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Ugh, Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
Okay, Yan-san, I did
You're
not
back.
find out anything.
So, did the guards find anything?
That they take only one punch from me and then they fall?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentaro.
Ignore Paimon, he wasn't a problem at all.
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless,
I don't think that's how it works.
what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Lolly?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
I knew it. Citlali, sober, yeah. I guess so. I guess that's it. Something is going on with the ley lines. It has to be. Because that girl is absolutely from Canria. She can't be existing properly right now.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on.
Because they probably have never seen the effects of the Loom of Fate.
No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Citlali, I might as well ask one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form?
So that girl was basically creating the monsters herself? If she's a memory and she's manifesting her own memories into monsters, it's starting to get super complicated.
It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge?
Of course not.
Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
She got so angry. I agree, it's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Maybe like an imaginary friend, but in this case they're imaginary monsters, like the one introduced the monsters from your childhood trend. Oh, I actually don't know about this trend, but it actually reminds me about Timmy, who has an imaginary friend who is a ruin guard. But these ones looked real. The fact that the traveler is older than Citlali, yeah. You doubted too about what happened.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? Sounds a little contrived.
Yes, it does.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
I'm not surprised.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Yes.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy? Do you think she's some kind of weapon? That's a very strange question. Spy.
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
That's what I was saying.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well, she seems to trust me. Yeah.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Why holding hands? Why that specifically? Why not literally anything else?
Would it have been better if it was hugging? Or even more? I don't think Citlali is thinking what she's asking for.
I'm not normally so suspicious of strangers, but at times like this, the safety of the tribes has to come first.
Of course.
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right?
I hope so.
Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and move in carefully. She's using...
Traveler, watch out!
Shoot, maybe Deirdre really is... No, she's just scared. She thought some bad person was coming.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Oh, did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge. And somehow it still hurt less than I expected. Oh, that's so rude.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, people don't pass out just from an hour and a half without food.
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Oh. Could she really just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Sure. You are unbelievable. No, sure, I know just the recipe. Only No! She said she will starve to death in an hour and a half. Why are both options so rude? I don't know which one is worse. You're unbelievable, I guess.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Okay. Do we actually cook?
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No trouble at all. That still favors Yomi now. Hope you're keeping count. Why are we getting to be so evil? No trouble at all.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
It is. It is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was gonna starve to death. The time probably passed unbearably slowly.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
No. No, it's not. Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the full sky?
But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kind of right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world. For a really long time, the village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior, but I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Oh, that's so I even lost my words, basically. It's basically all the Canarians who want to get... And not even the Canarians only, but the dragons who wanted to go outside the world. Who is this woman?
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out, and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not gonna stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Oh, what is that? Beyond the stars?
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Oh, that would... Well, you're already chatting with someone from another world. She's so pretty. Yeah. She has one of the prettiest NPC designs I have ever seen in Genshin. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing. So I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. Yeah, I don't think she's a bad person, but she is a suspicious person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her.
Hold on! Shh! It's them! The monsters are back!
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
In that case, guess we gotta try that trick again.
Can you see them now?
Can I? Yes. Yeah, stay back. I'll handle them. Is she really materializing her own nightmares? Oh, that was actually super cool.
Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful. Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
I think so.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
Interesting.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I am personally satisfied with Deirdre isn't a threat, but... it can't hurt to monitor her for another night. Okay.
Alright. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
As you stare at the hibernation chamber key in your hands, you start to relax. Soon a vivid dream fills your mind. What? Wait, we were... Wait. We were not staring at that key, we were looking at Deirdre. This is... the Night Kingdom? He's looking for her? Oh, please tell me she's not actually the Loom of Fate itself. No, it has to be that item we saw in the trailer. Wait, I wanted to see. Oh, we can't see. Oh, okay. My head, it hurts. My headache is gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky.
This looks so awesome.
Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
That dream I just had. What? We were already... But she was just entering there and we were behind.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare.
I was?
I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Yeah, what does it have to do with it? I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Ether in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream. But I can't remember what happened next. So the Traveler basically forgets everything about Canria and the curse. Never mind. If the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
Ugh. No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Just a bit. I just don't understand how you could be here. That's what's suspicious. Oh, so pretty.
Well, Deirdre, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the Savior.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
So we still leave her, and also where is Dainslief? This quest has been going for quite a while and we have seen nothing of him.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again?
Put a commission with the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Hold on. I think I see something over there. Ooh, the Abyss Order.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Can she see them?
But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
Yes, she can't see them.
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way.
She's definitely not from this time. That's why she can't see. Maybe the only ones she can see is us too. Maybe everything that she sees is completely different from what we see. And we're the only two people who she can kind of connect with. Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet the Trident-tested method will allow you to see them. Can she?
You're right! I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
Yeah.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdre? Or the monsters themselves?
It
Or
has
is
to
it
be
us?
Deirdre.
Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes. Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Deirdre can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Ian-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See ya, and please take care.
Okay, leaving her is becoming even more stupid. She can't even see the other monsters. How is she going to protect herself? Also, they're searching for her. Sometimes I really wish we get the choice how we want to proceed. Because if I had a choice, I'm bringing us with us, or I'm staying there.
Hey, Ian-san, we're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements? Did they deploy some kind of a secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Okay, you should express yourself better, Jansan.
Oh, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did we finally launch an attack? Did we unleash the Pyro Archon's might on them?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
Wait. Are they fighting with the invisible monsters? Is the Abyss Order fighting with the Abyss, protecting Canria in some kind of mangled timeline? And they're actually not here because of Natlan, they're...
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls.
Okay, it's Dainslief.
They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Oh, right, I got it. I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person.
Yeah, that's easy.
And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
He probably doesn't even want to talk with you.
You don't need to sweat it, Ian-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person.
Yes.
Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, who else could it be? He never misses an occasion like this.
Dainslief!
Yes. Finally, finally. Oh, he's not voiced? Oh, okay, okay. Were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Ian-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainslief. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
I think she's putting a bit too much admiration in that whole statement. No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
Putting a...
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance.
We see that, Janssen, we see it.
Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Wait. I think the last time we have seen Dainslief properly among people and not him actually hiding was way back in Mondstadt when we first see him in the tavern. That's actually super surprising to think about.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san!
Bye, Jansan.
Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend.
Jansan, yes. I will remember the name. But I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle for me. Oh, Dainslief, they don't even have a proper Archon. They have a human Archon. Fine, since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook. Or since Yansan wasn't offended. I guess the second one.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one. It has to be, it has to be.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I'm none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan. So whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever have anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They will never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it! Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Sure. Right.
Wow! Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sounds like Dane's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end? I wonder what he'll think about Dainslief.
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
So he's here in person. Unsurprising given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Hold on. That girl called him the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm. And not just that. It referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. That term's been around even before the Cataclysm? Yeah, of course.
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Finster King and the entire court of Canria set about loudly proclaiming that the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Khaenri'ah would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vinster King's lust for power.
Sounds like the people of Khaenri'ah really believed in him.
Yeah, for dear Div, it was her grandma that had told her those stories over and over again. Is that why Ether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he's failed as the Khaenri'ah's savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. Please do. I suspect she's descended from pure-blood Khaenri'ahs afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. Wait, so she actually could be real and not just a memory or a byproduct of the ley lines? Oh, that will open a whole new can of worms. That would explain how her people retain their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior.
Ah! Paimon gets it now! So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Yansan discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine.
Well, Yansan is basically smitten with him. Not really surprising, to be honest.
Morning! What are you guys talking about?
You're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located.
And where is that?
The location? The Cinder City.
Oh.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainslief. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well. Then I will go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Yansan.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer and you'll have a whole army going with you.
I think he doesn't need a whole army, but...
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainslief.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage,
And I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainslief, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Allow me to join you, Dainslief. Or, alright, fine, I'm coming.
Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff. Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Yes. Okay. He can destroy void worlds. Okay. I guess we can't really play with him, but when we reach a void world or something like this, we can use him. Like if I press on him right now, I would just waste that shot. I think my party is okay. These are my favorite characters. They're not super synergistic, but it's okay. We can do it. Okay, here, we can use him. Oh, he appeared! Oh, that was so little!
Into the shadows.
Let them go!
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with Eon-san. No one's backing down! They're fighting back with everything they have!
Given the construction of their headquarters and the tactics they're using, I suspect they never intended to do something. Suits me. It's very fast. Maybe I should have come with a proper team. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Dainslief, the relentless spectre that haunts us. The Abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain.
We've reached the end. Still no trace of your brother. So who is calling the shots here? I managed to read it. These lines that appear just for a few seconds and are not read by the voice actors are very difficult to catch. Who is this? It's not the Angel.
Twilight Sword Dainslief. Is this really what you want?
Weird Sword of Heaven's End. What a title to have. It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainslief. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy.
Ooh, hitting a sore spot there.
But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Why? Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you've already won. Or that can you still turn the tide of this war?
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater.
What?
For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
The Abyss Order's greatest wish? Does that mean...
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction, and then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
See, I was telling you that there is something to do with the ley lines in Conria. That girl has to be from Conria, from the original ones. And she's here because of the ley lines.
What? He used the Loom of Fate?
Well, it was already completed, so yes.
Wait. Does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover?
Probably.
Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainslief, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of drivel. He doesn't believe that? Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reweaving its ley lines?
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just rewove.
Are they planning to use Natlan?
Plus, if it was really so easy, Moika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Dear Div, yes! Anything amiss? Are there signs that I could have missed?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also vaguely remember seeing Ether in the Night Kingdom facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this I can't see monsters at the same time as Deerdiv is kind of the right answer, but let's look at all of them. The Abyss Order chose to retreat from the stronghold. The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked their stronghold with Yansan and Sitlali. This isn't their usual style. According to a guard stationed near the Masters of the Night Wind, Many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict, even settling down to meditate. And now the important one. I couldn't see the monsters that Dainslief could see, and she couldn't see the ones I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. Assuming he's right, then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Dainslief. If she's Khaenri'ahn like Dane suspects, then that means this revived Khaenri'ah that he speaks of might actually exist. And despite hailing from that separate time and space, Dainslief has found a way to communicate with us. That's exactly what I said. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Khaenri'ah has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. The only thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. Oh, Dainslief, but you have to... I'm not saying
Everyone hold hands! That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Dainslief is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about all this. I understand. You think she might be from the revived Khaenri'ah, yes? I have said my piece. I doubt Khaenri'ah could be revived so easily. But if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I will stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. Oh, Dainslief, what are you up to? What? What the hell? Is this real? I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. Okay, so it wasn't completely real. Oh, that one scared me. The curse of immortality has struck you too, then, Hayden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainslief. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Oh, Dainslief. Are they going to be locked in an eternal combat now?
Have you finally had enough? You were joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Conria, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little.
But are they going to have like a tea party or something?
What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the prince for his betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found.
Did he... So Ether basically, or the Abyss sibling basically ran and tried to get to us and left Canria to perish?
Yes. We knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up, yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. They can't believe in a god, but they still have the need to believe in someone? To not be able to find the... I guess to lose the ability to believe in yourself because they were so advanced and they still kind of perished? I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I'd have never expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Night Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry. Yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Certology, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. Oh my, they're dropping so much information about Dainslief and Certology and everything. There is little point discussing it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What? Too cowardly to admit it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainslief. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore.
Are you lying, Hayden?
Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition.
And yet you still remember who Dainslief is.
Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely.
That's what I was, I guess I wasn't recording back then, but when I was playing the Natlan Archon Quest, and Mawika was so, like, sure she didn't want to sacrifice the ley lines because all the history and culture and everything of their people is going to disappear with it. And, you know, the Capitano and kind of the Traveler a bit as well were kind of like, why wouldn't you? It's just some stories. This is what I was thinking. If you forget everything, you're no longer the same person, right? Something survives, yes, the physical form, but not the person you were. I wonder what kind of person I would be if I forget everything that has happened to me. Better not think about it. Let's continue.
I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
But be careful. Maybe that's exactly what they want. All the memories you can give them so they can really bring back the Khaenri'ah vault. No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Dainslief slowly closes his eyes. Countless memories of Khaenri'ah flew. All the sights, memories and feelings. It's so fast.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I think he's falling into a trap. Ooh, we can read it. Dainslief slowly closes his eyes. Countless memories of Khaenri'ah flood into his mind. All the sights, memories and feelings. Everything etched into the heart and mind. And gradually brought back to the forefront again, alongside a feeling of nostalgia and loss. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long, long time. I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient. As long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
I told you, I told you he's falling into the trap that they wanted the memories, they wanted the... Oh, Dainslief, why were you so stupid in this moment? The loom of fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainslief. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me.
I am so angry that I was right.
The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete.
Yes, they need the memories, and who better than Dainslief, and they lured him like a lamb to the slaughter, and they got what they wanted.
Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So, the loom of fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing, its purpose was to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy, who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition.
What?
Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
I can't even describe my emotions now. I'm both happy and angry that I was so right and the Dainslief was so... So this was your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation, and access my memories. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army, that strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. Does he not understand how precious his memories are? You're gambling everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps, but that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay many price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. Oh, he doesn't care about that Dainslief. I can't believe that Dainslief doesn't understand what kind of stupid thing he did just now. What does it matter that he's going to defeat that guy 100 more times? The quest is awesome, but I'm very disappointed with Dainslief.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
Judith? Judith, are you okay? Did something happen? That was awesome. What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Oh, that's so awesome. Is this where Dainslief is right now? So she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
No. I came from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end.
Yours is.
In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that.
Better not.
We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything.
This is already getting to not cry. Actually, like, not cry is coming, obviously, we know that, but I feel like here in this quest and also in the previous quest, and if I dare say so, I think in the next patch, whatever quests we get, I think they'll be setting for something that is coming even later after Not Cry. I think Not Cry has... Not Cry will have amazing things, don't get me wrong. But I think they'll be a bit different, and then they'll be woven with these last two patches and the patch that is going to come. And whatever we get after that will be mind-blowing. That's just my prediction.
It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too.
More or less.
So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met?
A flower?
That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him.
Wait, are we going to give the key from the spaceship, and actually the key we found is the key that we gave now and that he lost? And oh my god, a memento? Yes! I'm on a roll today. Wait, this is my key from the past, yes! I mean, from the future in the past and...
What is it?
If this is her future, if this is her fate... What? Wait. We're getting a choice? Okay. I think this choice is actually important. And I think we should give the key to Dainslief. Okay, hear me out. If we don't give the key, if we keep it, we are probably changing the fate of the world. And while that might be one of our goals as the traveler, I'm not sure that we want to change exactly this fate. Because if we don't give the key, we will never find the key, and everything that happened until now will not happen, and then... Wait, and then the Loom of Fate will not work? So it's better to keep the key? Oh my god, I'm... Wait, what if she wasn't talking about Ether, but Lumine, and now we all have to play the Cataclysm with some time travel mechanic? So then we save Dainslief and like we come back and to a totally new Mondstadt and restart our journey. This time seeing the other twin perspective or something like that. That's actually a theory I have. Not exactly like this, but I do think that we will time travel in some way or another. And I don't know if you have watched, I made a video a few, I don't remember when. It was when the trailer came out, and I was talking that there was some difference between the Japanese and the English, because the way you translate the Japanese part is that a new journey will start, but in the English part, they will say that the journey will restart or will start anew or something like that. And I'm still not sure which one is closer to the real translation. I don't speak Chinese, so I don't know which one it is. But I do think that all of the Vat might be destroyed in some way, and then we time travel and we start anew. It's a big possibility. I don't know if I should keep the key. Okay. I'm no longer talking about the way theories work, but rather how games work. So since we have two different icons here, I think I can try to keep the key, but that will not be allowed. I want to try this. I want to try to keep it. Give it to her. Maybe it keeps her alive. Maybe, but this is my main account. This is actually the account I care about, and I care what choices I make when I can make choices. I don't know what to do. Let's give the key. Let's give the key. That was my initial thought, and then I became, let's give it. What happened? Everything stopped? Ether? So, that's what happened. Isterov, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There is no other way that this meeting could have taken place. Either you knew all of this? I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Kandria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Dainslief, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So, she actually did it. We'd been separated ever since I awakened in Tevat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Kandria was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then that's when we tried to escape and the game started? But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber that was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we're right now. An intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So, my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Starov? Dainslief succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Khaenri'ah, save the entire world, but instead the news she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Has Khaenri'ah really been revived? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Khaenri'ah are complete. I'd always thought that the Vat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Intevat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Khaenri'ah of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan's space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Dainslief to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. He's not lying about that, at least. But what I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Khaenri'ah was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. Wait, I thought... When I watched the trailer, I really thought this was the Loom of Fate itself, but it isn't. The Atlas of the New World? That's where the next game, or the next version of the Vat is going to be. It has to be. Oh, that's so awesome. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding with it the entire network of new Khaenri'ah's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Khaenri'ah can rise again. Is there any chance that this atlas will be a kind of new gadget? Or like a new map with different things? And farming... and farming materials? Oh, I think we are very far from whatever this is. I think this could be the very next game, to be honest. A Tevat that is slightly different, similar but not the same. Ah. Oh, this quest is awesome. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why? Why is reviving Canria so important to you? I don't understand. Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Canria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What? Your memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Canria. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Huh? Wait, Ronova? It just doesn't sound like you at all. Either. This whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Lumine. We will begin anew at the end of your journey.
For you.
This I'm calling it. I think this will be basically the next part of the game. Like, this is the Tevat chapter, and then we'll have another one that is the new Tevat, and maybe we either play with the Abyss sibling or we play with both. Maybe the only way for us to actually begin anew is to start over, and then we're together, and that's why he says that. That's why he's doing this for us.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainslief's, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world.
That is pretty much what happened.
Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
It's fine, I need some time to think everything in. Oh, Citlali.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now. and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother?
I did. We had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
That caught me off guard too. I would never have expected that.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
Ooh, what would that be?
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Maybe she asked for the Marajivari to finally appear.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
You've got a point. I still feel like a mess though.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
I'm sorry, but there is somewhere else I want to go first. Oh.
Huh?
Huh? Where do we want to go?
Ian-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Oh, this... this is me. I need alone time, for sure.
Traveler?
What do we want to do in that cave? I don't think there is anything left there. Oh, that's so pretty. Before you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. You faintly sense what feels like someone clasping your hand. But this time it sends you into a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. Ah, the music was so beautiful. Oh, I loved this quest. I'm a bit angry with Dainslief that he fell into their trap so easily. Like, I am not the most strategic person on the planet, okay? Actually, I kind of fail a lot with strategy games and things like this. But even I saw their trap coming from 1,000 miles. What was Dainslief doing? For real. Other than that, I really loved it. The fact that we have confirmation that we really did come on a spaceship. I mean, I already expected so, although some people were like, oh, maybe it was Kirk's spaceship or something like this when they saw the trailer. But I was pretty sure it was ours, and now we have confirmation. I still don't know where we had parked it. which is very strange to think about. Poor Dainslief. Maybe I should have tried not to give her the key. But I don't think that would have been possible. Dainslief, spaceship, Dainslief. Ether. He's probably wanting to restart the whole world. I think probably the English translation was closer to the truth. It still baffles me that the Japanese and English translations were so different in the trailer. But, well, what can you do? I really need to collect my thoughts about all of this. It's just so many things. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!